G'day fellas and welcome to episode 118 of ghallora Beer Reviews. As you can see today I've got something a little bit different. I'm going to be doing a beer comparison. A couple of episodes ago I reviewed the 7. I'll put the link down in the description and you can have a look at that. But yeah, I think it was just 2 reviews ago, so if you look at my videos you can have a look at that if you haven't seen it already. So I won't speak about that too much in the sense of what's on the bottle and what it claims to be, because you can go and see that there. But for the sense of comparison, I might mention a few things. They both come in, so to clarify, as you can see, there's a 7 and an 8. So this is a seasonal beer. This 8 has been kindly donated to me by my neighbour up the road, who's supervising me over there from behind the scenes. He's drinking a Stella at the moment, so he's just making sure he's hydrated, and I'm doing a good job. So he was kindly donated that today. So we're just going to try the difference between the 7 and the 8. We've had a look online, particularly my neighbour's had a look online. Don't mind if I mention your name, mate. His name's Russell, and he's done a bit of a read up on it, and apparently a lot of the fans of the Hop Thief are preferring the 7 over the 8. So it's going to be interesting to see what I find of it, because I haven't drank a lot of these, but if you're watching this, you're probably a major fan, and if you don't like the 8, you're probably disappointed, which a lot of people are writing online. But regardless of that, people are still saying it's a good beer. I'm spitting all over the beer, sorry. But I'm just trying to keep it nice and moist, eh? So I just saw myself spit twice, so I'll just really concentrate on this one because this is a special one. All right, so what I'll do, I'll start off with the 7. I've got some water here too. So you probably haven't seen me drink water before, but I actually do drink water. Okay, we'll start off with the 7, but as I mentioned in the previous review, 345 mils at 5% alcohol by volume. This one's the same, 5%, 345 mils. They use different hops though, so that's probably what the difference is in the beer. The 8 uses the Crystal and Cascade hops, and as I mentioned last time, this one uses the Galaxy and Mosaic hops. Alright, so I'll crack open the 7 first. And Russell and I were saying, just from outside the bottle too, in the sunlight, you could tell that the 7 was a lot darker. So we'll see how that goes. Alright, looking the same. As you'd imagine, every bottle would be the same, you'd hope. So that's the 7. Okay, now for the interesting part. And I'll put that there. I won't forget, but just so I know the 7 is on my left. Okay, so this is the 8, and already you can see the difference in the colour. I'll just get that head working a bit. Alright. Okay, so straight up you can see the difference in the colour, I hope. We definitely can, to sort of the light. So the 7 looks a lot darker than the 8. So there's obviously a different brew entirely. Obviously they might have the same base and similar ingredients, but they're obviously using different hops. That's because that's what they're advertising on the bottle here. So, but they're both in American pale ale style. All right, well I'll start on the 7 again. Yeah, and as is my last review, I'm picking up that passion fruit because it does mention here like a passion fruit aroma with a tropical fruit. So yeah, I definitely picked that up. Again, and then it's got that real malty backbone. So I'll give this a sip first. And from memory, I gave this 9.5. So it's a good one. Yeah, that's last time I said that's really nice beer. It's delicious. Yeah, I won't cover it too much again, but it's just really nice and malty, and that floral sort of hoppiness is there as well at the end. It leaves a nice bitterness in your mouth. I'll just drink some water again. Cleanse the palate. Alright, this is the interesting part. This is the 8. Definitely doesn't smell as strong as the 7 at all. And I'm not going to sniff that again before I have a taste, but yeah, it's definitely not a strong smell. I'm picking up hops, but they're a lot less pronounced. They're a lot, and then there's a slight maltiness there as well, but it's definitely less hoppy. in the smell profile. All right, taste test. Cheers. Yeah, not the same. No, it's not the same. It's a whole different brew. Where this one, it really has a strong punch on it, and this one, whilst it's very flavourful and nice, it's really lacking that sort of hot punch in the face. That's the best way I can say it. I'll just give it another go. Yeah, look, it's a nice beer. It's actually really it's well made and tastes well. It's got that nice malty backbone there and a bit of bitterness. But in comparison to the 7 or the Series 7, whatever you call it, Edition 7, it's not the same. Yeah, well, I'm not surprised by that, but because everyone's been saying it. But yeah, it's I don't do a lot of these reviews. Just have 2 beers and try them out at the same time. Mostly, obviously, do it just from memory from the last time I might have had them. But to do it together, yeah. So I can see why a few people are quite upset about this because from all accounts, it's very popular and people look forward to it. The new season coming out. So I don't know what they've tried to do here. Whether they've gone with this profile just for this particular season, and that's how it is. I don't know if James Squire look at it like they're meant to be compared to each other. Maybe every season is meant to be different. But before I finish up, I'm just going to, without cleansing my palate, and I'm going to smell. Straight up I smell more in this. It's like a toffee smell. And that's the maltiness I'm picking up, like a sweet sort of toffee, but I didn't get that. Just like I obviously smelled it when I first tried it, but when you compare the two, and yeah, that's the most pronounced thing. Funnily enough, is like that toffee sort of sweetness smell from the malts. But then the hops there are there as well, a lot more prominent. All right, one more each, and then I'll give a score for number 8. And that's matching the nose. Yeah, totally different brew. Totally different brew. So for those out there, there's not many 7s left. As I said before, and I know I keep saying that, as I said, everyone laughs at me for saying that, but I don't want to sound like I'm repeating myself all the time, so I sort of give that preface. But this is the 21st of February this year, that expiry date, well, the best before date is. So they're coming to an end, so I don't think you'll see many of these around now. This is the current one. By all means, it's not a bad beer. It's actually quite nice. You had that on your own, you'd be quite satisfied with it. But comparing the two, the 7 is far superior. So in saying that, I'll give this an 8 out of 10 for this season, number 8. So thanks for watching another ghallora beer review, and I'm going to, don't worry, I'll drink both, but I'm going to go back to this one. Or maybe I should save that for last because it's a nicer one. And Russ is going to do a review for himself off camera. Thanks for watching, fellas. Cheers.